it's approaching the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead, it's for the taking if you want it. If not, the dream dies and you'll be forever haunted. Then confront it.
What's good? So let's hop back on the 7 Deadly Sins mobile game, and looks like a new banner's opened up. It is just the 2 new Elizabeth unit. One is the, I guess, Banner Girl, and the other one's the Princess. So this is the Princess version, and looking at the stats wise, of course this is the SSR version. Looks like single attack enemy 220%, with the 1-star, 2-star is 300% of attack power, so dealing pretty much 300% of attack power and damage, and then 単体の敵のバフ効果を解除して、so basically eliminates or nullifies the enemies, single enemies buffing mechanics or whatever, you know, buffing stats. And then for this one, it looks like 単体の敵のバフ効果と構えを解除して、so debuffing pretty much the enemies or nullifying the buffs, and then 400% of attack power and damage dealt. And then this is the recovery, so she is a recovering type of unit, which is pretty nice. This is all allies recovers 200% of attack stats and HP, and then this one is pretty much 240%, and then basically nullifies the debuffs. And for the 3-star, it's going to be 400% of attack power and HP recovery, and then debuff as well. So pretty good unit. And then if we switch over, actually let's go to the super attack. Looks like this one is 420% of attack power, HP recovery, and then let's see, 殺技ゲージを2個増加させる, so increase super attack gauge by 2 with the activation. And then this one is the combined super attack, so if you match it up with the King unit, looks like 480% versus the 420%. And then if we switch over to the, I guess we'll call it Banner Girl, is probably the direct translation for it. This one's a 220% against single type. This one is also 220%, but for 1 turn, 一旦の間攻撃スキルを使用不可にする. So basically negates enemies, a single enemy from being able to use a attack type skill. And then for the 3-star, it's going to be 360%, and then for 2 turns, basically negate the ability for a single enemy to use an attack type skill. So pretty useful stuff overall. This one's just, you know, recovery of HP, and then increases the super attack gauge by 1. This one will be 2. So without further ado, let's go ahead and run a summon real fast, since I do have enough for 1 multi-summon. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. By the way, I do want to start doing this more often, but I definitely want to keep this free to play for now. And I'm still figuring out what the you know, animations are for the, you know, the summons. I'm honestly not quite sure what they are. You know, what means what, basically. But hopefully we get it here. That'd be pretty nice. By the way, her rates are, for the 2 units that are introduced, it's a double rate, so it's 3.6% within the SSR pool, versus the other units, which are 1.81%, I think. So at least out of the, that's the same thing for the SR version as well, so at least out of the SSR pool and SR pools, you do have a better chance of pulling her, but the overall rates itself is still the same. Yeah, I still have a lot to do. I mean, it's just progressing the game is taking a while, so definitely have to go through it a little bit. Alright, let's let's see who we got. I forgot this person's name. What was it? Helbram. So what is that? Helbram? That's a new unit for me. Let's see what the stats are for this unit. So, let's see. すべての敵に攻撃力 72% ダメージを与え3ターンの間毒に刺さる So it is going to be poisoning the enemy with the skill sets here. Okay. Let's see, what's this one right here? 2ターンの間すべての味方の攻撃関連能力を 15% 増加させる So increasing like 15% by the attack related 能力 is like knowledge or abilities, I guess. Looks more or less like a supporting type unit. Alright, let's see. For this one, 全ての敵のバフ効果と構えを解除して攻撃力 280% ダメージを与える So, looks like basically like unlocking the or negating the buffs and whatnot against the enemy along with the damage, so not bad. So, I mean, obviously I didn't get the Elizabeth units, but out of one multi, that's kind of hard to do, you know? I think I have, like, let's do the daily discount here while we're at it. I actually summoned on the daily single and didn't record it and ended up getting an SSR out of it. So, like, really, if I knew more about the animations themselves, I could be a little bit more excited. Like, okay, am I getting a guaranteed SSR similar to Dokkan Battle? But I'm not quite familiar with this yet to kind of get excited about it. I thought initially this would be like, an SSR, but it's not necessarily the case. Ah, shit. Yeah, he got messed up there. So it looks like a gold unit, SR unit. See who it is. Okay, so the Elizabeth and Hawk. So it's pronounced Hoku in Japanese, so is it Hawk or is it Hork? Okay, I know I had like tickets for another one over here somewhere. So there are quite a few banners out right now. And I didn't take a look at who else in here. Decent. I mean, few SSRs out of it. Pretty decent units. Might as well do it, right? Oh, I thought I had enough for it. Yeah, I have 5. Maybe better luck this time. See, like, stuff like this, I mean, like, initially I was getting excited, but it's not always the case it's gonna be, like, guaranteed SSR or anything. That's what's confusing about it. So, if you guys know more about the animations themselves, definitely let me know. Because, honestly, at the end of the day, this is still relatively new to me. Let's see what we got. Nope, just a bunch of Rs and SRs, looks like. So at least, you do get coins out of any dupes you get, so you are able to exchange those for certain things. Like in the item shop, you can get some different types of stuff with it. Like all these coins you see here. You're pretty much able to exchange it for the various stuff in the game. So along with that, if we go to, I think it was like under, it was under news, I think here. There is a new event along with the banner itself. So you've got 2 of these right here. These are new events that just came out along with the banner itself, so I haven't done it, obviously, because, I just got off work, but if we go to it, like, they have different levels of it, and it's hard to say, what the items are, but they'll probably have, additional sections for increased difficulty and whatnot. But yeah, we'll see how things are. Matter of fact, let's just run through this. So you do require the Elizabeth and Meliodas units, but outside of that, you can probably bring in, you know, whatever friend you decide to want to bring that's already, you know, pretty stacked, and then sub units. So that's pretty much it there. But yeah, I mean, the banner itself, like I said, if you go into the details, you do see 0.32%, so it is doubled within the SSR pool, even though it's still at 3% rate. And then SR is the same thing, 3.22% versus the 1.61%. So the SR rates are 37%, and that should be the same out of the different types of banners here. Yeah, 3% SSR rate, 37% SR rates, and then what was it, like 60% for the R, you know, pickup rate. So that's pretty much how things are. Hopefully you guys are having some pretty good luck. Within the banner list, I mean, you've got Meliodas, Diane, 2 versions of that, and then Bond Unit, King's also on here. I don't know who this is, Goal Setter. And then Gira, Jericho, I guess, and Guild Thunder, Hauser, Grimoire, I guess, and then Hendrickson, and then the Hellbrand unit, and then Slater. So a lot of units are still on here, even though, you know, these 2 chicks are the main featured units. So all right, so to anyone summoning, good luck. Hopefully you're getting some good you know, summoning pulls, but definitely let me know. All right, I'll catch you guys later.